Talk about the game and how do you think you performed?
The game was a tough one, obviously, the way it ended. We came out early in the game, played a very physical brand of football, but we gave them a big drive with some critical errors. And we rebounded from that, put together some really nice, a really nice response on offense. Defense put together about 7 or 8 really solid drives back-to-back defensively. We forced 5 takeaways, and that's always a big goal of ours, to take the ball away from our opponent and create more opportunities. Unfortunately, we just weren't able to do much with it. And so we need to continue to work on that, become consistent in our execution, and be better. But the way we lost the game really stunk for us. I mean, obviously, the kudos to Beloit. They fought hard all the way through, and they made 1 or 2 more plays more than we did at the end of the game.
This was a tough loss, but what positives could you get out from this game?
Some of our young players are really starting to step up. You can see some of our guys, particularly on the defensive side of the ball, where we're starting, 6 freshmen and sophomores on that side of the ball, are really starting to come into their own and make some really big plays. Dylan Ernst and Brendan Power both had really nice games. And, then you see some guys who are the older guys really trying to mold those guys and keep them going. And one of the things that really stood out to me was the resiliency that some of our older guys were preaching. They've kind of been through this before. They're trying to rebound our guys and teach them how to get through this part of their season, and to overcome the struggles that come when you put together a couple of losses back-to-back.
And what do you think you need to improve on for next game?
First off, the consistency of our performance. You can see throughout the game, the film, we always say the eye in the sky does not lie, that if a guy does one thing out of the 11 guys better or right, we probably make a really big play. And if we can find a way in those critical times to make those plays, we should be able to expand the lead a little bit and not have to be in a tight, 1 or 2 score game. Every coach can look and say, if we do X, Y, and Z, it should work. If we run the football a little bit better, if we hang on to the ball and not turn it over, and if we continue to create takeaways on defense and then capitalize, we should be okay. But we made some huge mental errors that weren't physical down inside the red zone with the 2 false starts inside the 1-yard line on 2 different drives. And that's just stuff that can't be tolerated. Our guys know that. They were anxious. They wanted to get the ball in the end zone. I get it. But we have to do it the way things are prescribed and not give extra yards and make it harder on ourselves to do that.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.